In this video, we'll take a look at one of Nietzsche's major works, the Gay Science. Nietzsche's writing is outstanding for many reasons, and among his numerous remarkable works, the Gay Science is what I consider the perfect starting point if you are new to Nietzsche. I cannot recommend it enough, and I will be sharing some of my favorite passages. While reading, especially when it comes to Nietzsche, I have a habit of marking paragraphs that catch my attention. Then I list the pages at the front of the book for easy access. This is how it looks like. In the 5 parts of this book, I have a total of 48 notes, 6 marked with an asterisk. The asterisk means that a certain part struck me most. Let's explore what these sections are, why they stand out, and their meaning. Below in the video description you'll find links to 3 online German and English versions of the book. Aphorism 19. The Evil. Examine the lives of the best and most fruitful people, and ask yourselves whether a tree that is supposed to grow to a proud height can dispense with bad weather and storms. Whether misfortune and external resistance, some kinds of hatred, jealousy, stubbornness, mistrust, hardness, avarice, and violence do not belong among the favorable conditions without which any great growth, even of virtue, is scarcely possible. The poison, of which weaker natures perish, strengthens the strong, nor do they call it poison. In this passage, Nietzsche explores the concept of adversity and its role in the growth of strong individuals and societies. He suggests that challenges, hardship, and all sorts of opposition are essential in our development. He takes it even further and states that what might be poisonous or destructive for weaker individuals could actually serve as a strengthening force for the stronger ones. This concept, the necessity of overcoming hardship, challenges conventional moral thinking and is typical of Nietzsche's provocative style. In my opinion, this passage is exactly what you need to read when you question your life's obstacles. I have a video on adversity and personal growth which dives deeper on that matter. But now, let's take a look at the next one. Aphorism 94. But why do you write? I am not one of those who think with an inky pen in their hand, much less one of those in front of an open inkwell abandon themselves to their passions while they sit in a chair and stare at the paper. I am annoyed by and ashamed of my writing. Writing for me is a pressing and embarrassing need, and to speak of it even in a parable disgusts me. But why then do you write? Well, my friend, to be quite frank, so far I have not discovered any other way of getting rid of my thoughts. And why do you want to get rid of them? Why I want to? Do I want to? I must. Enough, enough. 2 things happen here. Firstly, Nietzsche's philosophical approach was rooted in personal experience and intuition, often developed through solitary reflection rather than traditional scholarly methods. He was known for his long walks during which he crafted his ideas. Writing was more a tool to record already formed thoughts rather than a primary method of developing them. Secondly, he touches on the compulsive relationship the writer or creator might have with the craft. In this view, the act of creation is not merely a deliberate intellectual exercise, but is driven by deeper, perhaps unconscious forces. This passage unifies the concepts of natural drive and intellectual clarity, both of which Nietzsche regarded as essential in the creative process. The next quote is short and concise. Aphorism 232. Dreams. Either we have no dreams or our dreams are interesting. We should learn to arrange our waking life in the same way, not at all or interesting. Whether in the realm of sleep, where our unconscious speaks through dreams, or in the waking state of daydreaming and fantasizing, there is always an element of excitement and superiority. Nietzsche's philosophy is heavily aligned with the rejection of mediocrity in all aspects of life, and he urges us to live our waking and conscious life with intensity and purpose. Nietzsche's emphasis on this binary choice, interesting or not at all, highlights a broader existential theme, the value of profound engagement in every bit of our existence. This is the wake-up call for all the daydreamers. The next passage introduces Nietzsche's concept love of fate for the first time. Aphorism 276, for the new year. I still live, I still think. I still have to live, I still have to think. Sum, ergo cogito. Cogito, ergo sum. Today everybody permits himself the expression of his wish and his dearest thought. Hence I too shall say what it is that I wish for myself today, and what was the first thought to run across my heart this year. What thought shall be for me the reason, warranty, and sweetness of my life henceforth? I want to learn more and more to see as beautiful what is necessary in things. Then I shall be one of those who make things beautiful. Amor fati, let that be my love henceforth. I do not want to wage war against what is ugly. I do not want to accuse. I do not even want to accuse those who accuse. Looking away shall be my only negation. And all in all, and on the whole, some day I wish to be only a yes-sayer. The first line echoes Descartes' famous cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, but Nietzsche reverses it, emphasizing existence before thought. He desires to see the necessary in things as beautiful, introducing his philosophy of amor fati, love of fate, which calls for a loving acceptance of one's life in its entirety. Nietzsche rejects conflict with the ugly and refuses to judge or condemn. Instead, he strives to become a yes-sayer, someone who affirms life unconditionally. This perspective underlines a key aspect of Nietzsche's thought, the transformation of one's attitude towards life's challenges into an embrace of existence, finding strength and beauty in necessity and fate. This message resonates particularly with those who find themselves struggling with daily life or dreading the future. The next passage takes this further. Aphorism 283. Preparatory human beings. This aphorism is a little longer, and I decided to summarize the first part of it and focus on the second. Nietzsche begins by embracing a more assertive era that values bravery, viewing it as a stepping stone to an age where heroism and knowledge fuse. He emphasizes the need for courageous individuals to pave the way for this future epoch of enlightened dominance. He then continues, "For believe me, the secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously. Build your cities on the slopes of Vesuvius, send your ships into uncharted seas, live at war with your peers and yourselves, be robbers and conquerors as long as you cannot be rulers and possessors, you seekers of knowledge. Soon the age will be past when you could be content to live hidden in forests like shy deer, and long last the search for knowledge will reach out for its due. It will want to rule and possess, and you with it." Here, Nietzsche advocates for a life of risk and adventure. He suggests that true fulfillment and productivity come from embracing danger, challenge, and uncertainty, and not just for the material gains, but for the sake of knowledge and self-discovery. This passage reflects Nietzsche's philosophy of life affirmation and his critique of the complacent, risk-averse attitudes of his contemporaries. This aphorism is not just a powerful and motivating guide for those on the brink of taking major steps or risks, but also for those reflecting on the direction of society as a whole. In the next passage, Nietzsche introduces his idea of eternal recurrence with a thought experiment for the first time. Aphorism 341. The greatest weight. What if some day or night a demon were to steal after you into your loneliest loneliness and say to you, "This life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more, and there will be nothing new in it, but every pain and every joy and every thought and sigh and everything unutterably small or great in your life will have to return to you, and in the same succession and sequence. Even this spider and this moonlight between the trees, and even this moment and I myself. The eternal hourglass of existence is turned upside down again and again, and you with it, speck of dust. Would you not throw yourself down and gnash your teeth and curse the demon who spoke thus? Or have you once experienced a tremendous moment when you would have answered him, 'You are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine'? If this thought gained possession of you, it would change you as you are, or perhaps crush you. The question in each and everything, do you desire this once more and innumerable times more, would lie upon your actions as the greatest weight. Or how well disposed would you have to become to yourself and to life to crave nothing more fervently than this ultimate eternal confirmation and seal? In this hypothetical situation, a demon tells you that you must live your current life over and over again in exactly the same way for eternity. In this scenario, every joy, pain, thought, and minor detail of your life will repeat endlessly. He asks if this thought would be a burden so heavy that it would lead you to despair, or if you would embrace it as divine, the ultimate affirmation of life. The core idea is to challenge our perspective on life and values. If your life were to repeat infinitely, would you live it the same way? This question is meant to provoke self-reflection about how we live our life and what changes we might want to make if faced with eternal recurrence. Nietzsche's point is that embracing the eternal recurrence would require a profound love and acceptance of one's life, to the extent that one would want nothing more for it to be their eternal fate. This concept, together with the previously mentioned amor fati, are pillars of Nietzsche's philosophy. And that's it, my choice of 6 favorite passages from the gay science. Again, I highly recommend this book to everyone. What do you think about the picked quotes? Which one of this book or any other works is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments.